Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Today's restaurant is OEC Cafe. It's located in downtown Honolulu, right next to the Japanese place I went to that was kind of secret. Irifuni, I believe it's called. So it's right to the Eva side of it. If you're looking straight at Irifuni, it's over there, and they have a nice sit-down area to eat at. And this was suggested to me by cameraman of KHON News. His name is Greg, and I've met him twice, just bumped into him twice, and he said he watched my videos, and his wife also, so shout out to his wife. That this is one of his favorite spots that's kind of secret squirrel, and he wanted me to go to this place and try their food. So if you go to this place, they don't have a set menu. The menu always changes every day. So today's menu was a clam linguini, I believe, and a Thai curry. They also had some cold vegan noodles. So they do have healthier options, and they have salads pre-made and sandwiches and some spam musubi. It's a very cute little hole in the wall with a very nice cashier. She was very pleasant, and they do take credit cards even though they're a small place, and it's a place where people that work in downtown go to grab food as well. If I'm sweating, I am. It is super hot today. Woo. So this is the plate for curry. If you're wondering where's the curry, they are so nice. They separate it so that your rice doesn't get soggy, and you can add the curry to your leisure or liking. So this is the curry. It comes in this bowl, and it is, I believe, green curry today. Oh yeah, and it's filled to the brim. I don't know how I'm going to do this because this is so hot, which is a great thing. It's freshly made and nice and hot. But I don't think I can film without dropping this in my car. So I'll try to take out some of the pieces. This is a lot of chicken in here. And I see some Thai basil. I'm just going to put it over the rice with a little bit of the sauce. So there's a little bit of it. Let me tell you, I cannot show it to you because there is no way to put it down with me to show the fork because it's just totally to the brim. But this is a lot of chicken in there, so there is a lot of meat. She does give a lot of chicken. There's a bit of yellow bell pepper, some red bell peppers, and a lot of Thai basil, and that looks like eggplant. And it doesn't come with mac salad. You don't get a choice. They come, the plates come with a nice tossed salad, which looks very beautiful. So let's take a taste of the chicken. Here we go. What you would expect out of a green curry that's Thai. Very nice coconut flavor. Green curry is my favorite out of all of them, from the yellow and red and massaman. At the end though, there is a kick of heat. Wow. So it does have spice, and it's just really flavorful. A little bit of natural sweetness from the coconut milk and just that Thai curry flavor. And the chicken is just so soft. It just falls apart in your mouth. You can see it already shredding. And pretty big chunks of chicken too. I will say you get your money's worth for the meat. It does look like there's not enough meat on there because I put it on myself, but I'm telling you that whole bowl is packed full of chicken. So you do get a lot of meat with a lot of rice and then the salad. So you'll definitely get full. And there's all that soup in there, that Thai curry sauce. It's just filled to the brim. So they're very generous with their portions. And then the basil in there, that's my favorite part of Thai dishes, whether it's their curry or their fried rice. So love that. They're very generous with the Thai basil. Gives it so much flavor. So next, let's try their tossed salad. It has some kind of dressing on it that I can't tell what it is. It might be homemade because it's kind of translucent, but it has a bit of red parts in it. So let's take a taste. It's a nice mix of spring greens and fresh lettuce, like romaine. And it's got a little bit of tomato in there, little halved grape tomatoes, I guess. And the salad dressing's good. I'm not sure if it's homemade or anything, but it does taste unique. It has a familiar flavor. It tastes like something like a wafu dressing or some kind of Japanese dressing that's a little bit tart and sweet at the same time. But Nothing that I've tasted like the gyutaku kind or the pre-made ones you can buy, but something similar to that. So maybe perhaps it is homemade, but it's good. Okay, if you noticed, I moved locations. It was so hot over there. The sun was coming straight at me, so it was very uncomfortable and I was sweating. So moved locations to a cooler area. And the second dish now is the clam linguini. So you get, again, your pasta is separate, which is a great thing. So when you take out, it's not soggy, and you get a salad with it. And the sauce is separate, and you can see that it's a dark, rich, creamy sauce, and it's got some parsley in there and looks like some finely chopped up seafood, clams, I'm assuming. It smells so amazing. It's almost like a rich, delicious clam chowder even. So let's put some on the pasta. I don't think I'm going to put the whole thing on there because I don't want it to spill in my car, but we'll put most of it in there. All right, let's taste this pasta. It looks very delicious with the sauce over it. They do give you more sauce. I only poured half of it on there, so if you really love a saucy pasta, you've got a lot to put on there. The pasta is al dente, a little bit more on the al dente side, but that linguini soaks up that sauce so well. That's a good sauce for sure. It's creamy, it's rich. I wouldn't say it's totally creamy, but it's very rich in flavor. And it's not, you know, like a white sauce. It's more like brown in color, which is interesting, but it's got a lot of flavor packed in there. Really, really good flavors. You can tell there's some garlic in there, but it's not like overpoweringly garlicky or would give you bad breath or anything like that. So this is really delicious. And prior, you could see that the noodles had like herbs on it. So that's pretty neat. So the herbs are separated, like it's tossed in a little bit of olive oil and they sprinkled on the herbs, but yet the sauce is separate so it doesn't go soggy. The only thing is that I'm not sure if they're using canned clams or not, but they're so finely chopped, you don't really get a mouthfeel for them or any texture. So it feels like there aren't any, although you do see them there. But other than that, you know, no big deal. It's very flavorful, a brilliant sauce that goes really well with the pasta. I think the pasta portion is pretty big enough to get you full, and with that rich sauce on top of it, and they give you that whole container, you're pretty much set. I can't see you going hungry with this plate. All right, I poured more sauce on there, and I still have sauce left in the bowl, so that way I coat the top of the noodles. But if you can see how much pasta there is, there's a pretty generous portion of it. So I figure since they gave so much sauce, I'm just going to put it on top and keep eating. And then as it runs out, I'll just keep pouring it on. If you like clam chowder, you're definitely going to love this linguini. Usually, I wouldn't say clam linguini tastes too much like clam chowder. I mean, clams are in there, but this has a really nice clam chowder taste. It's really weird. Without the potatoes and all that, just that broth of the clam chowder and with the chopped clams in there. And it's just in pasta. It has that creamy note. Although this sauce isn't too white, it just has that same mouthfeel, same taste. And I'm a big fan of New England clam chowder, so it's wonderful. A wonderful pasta dish. I really like it. Also comes with the same salad and the same dressing. You don't get to choose your dressing. And it comes with, you know, the same tomatoes that are chopped up and the mixed greens and they're the spring greens. But it does have, you know, as I eat it, if you're not into that kind of salad, but I don't mind it. I just will tell you, for the ones who don't like it, a little bit of arugula and other spring greens in there that are a little bit on the bitter side. So if you don't like that herbaceous, bitter, mixed green type of thing, then you might not have like that stuff in there, but most of it's romaine, so you would have to pick all those other little baby greens out. And of course, you can't have pasta without bread, so you do get a cute little roll. I don't know if they bake it themselves, but the bottom's a little bit brownish, but it looks browner on camera than to my eye anyway, so I don't think it's burnt, it's just kind of browned. It really does look on my screen here darker than in real life, but I could smell like something bready in there, so I was wondering what that was. But we'll open it up. And there's the bread. They don't give butter. I might be wrong. I didn't see any in there. But we'll try this bread out. I rather like it. And you can tell that it's not something I've ever tasted from a store. So I'm not sure if it's homemade. But if it is, that's great. It's pretty good bread. Got a little bit of sweetness to it, but not as sweet as a, King's Hawaiian roll or something like that. But sweeter than a plain old regular roll. The bottom has a little bit of crispness to it. It's mostly soft. It doesn't hurt the roof of your mouth or anything. And it's really nice. I like it, and it really goes well with the pasta. And if you're interested in coming here one of these days, and you're wondering where do you park, same thing as Irifuni. There's a little bit of street parking on the little side road. I think it's, not sure if it's called Mililani Street. If you see that road right where it is, you can directly see Iolani Palace and King Street from there. There's a few metered stalls there. Your best bet is to park on Punchbowl Street. It's really not that far of a walk, and it's flat. You might as well get some exercise in if you're going to eat a plate lunch. And you can park there. There's tons of stalls there. Or if you're lucky, there's that, I don't even know if they do it there anymore, but that building where they used to make state IDs. There's a lot of meters in there, or the main, not the main, but the post office across from Iolani Palace as well might have some parking. And you just cross the street and it's right there. And again, another tip, they do take cash and they do take credit cards, but the credit card does have a 3% surcharge, and you should bring your own bag because they will charge you a fee for a paper bag, so it's not free. So that is OEC Cafe. I don't know what those letters stand for. If you do, leave it in the comments below. They're off of Queen Street in downtown Honolulu near the courthouses and the post office area. I will put their hours and their website in the description box like I always do for every restaurant. The only downside I can see is if you're working and you're curious, they are not open on weekends and they're only open for a short while. So they're open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So mostly for the office workers, but if you do have an odd day off in the week and you want to try it, they're there during those hours. And like I said, the menu changes all the time, so I can't tell you what it is. It's a surprise every day, which is a great thing, but everybody has pretty good things to say if you look at the reviews on Yelp and Google reviews. No matter what they offer that day, it's really good. And I also agree, all my plate lunches that I got from them today were excellent. And I like how everything is not similar. You've got the whole extreme of Thai green curry, and then you go Italian to pasta, or there's vegan noodles. So there's an option for everyone. Or if you just want to grab and go, they've got the tuna sandwiches and the pretty little salads in the fridge. The service was really nice. She's a sweet lady that was up front. And if you're wondering, they also are, I believe, Japanese. So their influence is a fusion of Japanese and whatever cuisine they're going to make. I will say the pasta tasted really good, and I did not find anything really Japanese about it, or any added sweetness or anything odd, And the Thai curry to me was pretty legit from all the curries I've tried, and I've been to Thailand and tried curries there, and it's very, very good, similar to any other Thai restaurant. But they do offer, chicken katsu sometimes and tonkatsus and Japanese things. So you will find those on the menu as well. So thank you, Greg, for suggesting this place to me during our little short meetings. Sometimes we see each other while we're both working, and hope to see you again. Or maybe not. It's not good when you see me. He should get that joke, but thank you again for always stopping by and saying hi and talking story. I really enjoyed this place, and I really thank you for your suggestion. It's a great hole in the wall and a secret gem to only the people that work in downtown. They probably only know it, but hopefully if you're interested, you can give them business and they can thrive with outside people that are interested in their food. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and it was informative. If you did like this video, press the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again next week on another food adventure. Take care, everybody. Have a happy Aloha Friday, and peace out.